Is Eala becoming the next Manny Pacquiao of the Philippines? That comparison may sound unbelievable, but right now, it is becoming impossible to ignore. Eala has gone from a rising Filipino tennis star to one of the biggest names in Philippine sports. Her fans are showing up in huge numbers. Her victories are making headlines. And after her historic WTA title, the comparisons to Filipino boxing legend Manny Pacquiao have reached an entirely new level. But here's the most interesting part. Eala herself has now responded. And her reaction may surprise you. Because instead of accepting the comparison and celebrating it, Eala showed something that has become one of the most impressive parts of her rise: humility. So what exactly did Alex say about Manny Pacquiao? Why are Filipino fans making this comparison? And could Eala really become the next athlete to unite an entire country behind one sport? Let's break it all down. Eala is entering Cincinnati with an incredible amount of momentum. The 21-year-old Filipina has already experienced a breakthrough season that has completely changed her status in professional tennis. She won the Birmingham Challenger on grass. She reached the semifinals in Berlin. She made the fourth round of Wimbledon for the first time. And then came the moment that changed everything. At the Washington Open, Eala defeated Jessica Pegula in the final to become the first Filipina to win a WTA singles title. That victory didn't just add another trophy to her resume. It turned Eala into a national sporting sensation. And now, as she prepares for the Cincinnati Open, people are asking a much bigger question. Could Eala become the next Manny Pacquiao-level sports icon for the Philippines? Why the Pacquiao comparison started? To understand this comparison, we have to understand what Manny Pacquiao means to Filipino sports fans. Pacquiao isn't simply remembered as a great boxer. For generations of Filipinos, his fights became major national events. Families gathered together. Fans watched from homes, restaurants, public spaces, and communities around the country. His success created an enormous sense of national pride. And that's exactly why Eala's growing popularity has reminded people of Pacquiao. When Alex plays, Filipino fans are showing up. They cheer loudly. They travel to tournaments. And even when she is struggling during a match, supporters continue to back her. Eala has openly said how much that support means to her. And now, after her historic WTA breakthrough, the comparison has become even louder. Eala's response. But Eala isn't pretending she has already reached Manny Pacquiao's level. In fact, her response is almost the opposite. When she was previously asked about the Pacquiao comparison, Eala made it clear that she sees Manny as being on another level. She remembered how Pacquiao's fights could feel like national holidays, with families gathering together to watch. Her message was simple. She still has a long way to go. That response showed just how grounded Eala remains despite her rapid rise. And now, after Pacquiao personally congratulated her following her WTA title victory, Eala's tone has become even more meaningful. She described Pacquiao as a legend who has done so much for Filipino athletes. And she acknowledged that the feeling he created for Filipino fans is something she hopes her own journey can also create. That's a powerful statement. Because Eala isn't saying, "I am the next Manny Pacquiao." She's saying, "I understand what he represented, and I hope my journey can inspire people in a similar way." The Pacquiao message. After Eala won her first WTA singles title in Washington, Pacquiao congratulated her publicly. His message celebrated her victory and thanked her for bringing honor to the Philippines. That moment was significant. Think about it. A legendary Filipino sports icon congratulating a young athlete who could potentially become one of the country's next major sporting stars. And Eala's response showed how much that recognition meant to her. This isn't really about replacing Manny Pacquiao. It's about carrying forward the idea of Filipino excellence in international sports. Why Eala's story is different. But there's another important reason why this comparison is fascinating. Pacquiao built his legacy in boxing. Eala is doing it in tennis. And tennis is a completely different world. She has to travel constantly. She has to compete against some of the best players in the world. There are no easy matches at the WTA level. Every tournament brings another challenge. And Eala has already shown that she can compete on some of the biggest stages in tennis. Her 2025 breakthrough at Miami put the tennis world on notice. Since then, her rise has accelerated. And now she has something even more important. Belief. She knows she belongs. Cincinnati 2026. And that brings us to Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Open is one of the biggest events on the WTA calendar. It's a WTA 1000 tournament played on hard courts, and the 2026 event features many of the world's biggest stars. Eala enters Cincinnati as the 17th seed, meaning she receives a first-round bye and begins her campaign in the second round. Her potential path is difficult. But that's exactly what makes this tournament so important. Eala isn't simply trying to win matches anymore. She's trying to establish herself among the world's elite. And every performance at tournaments like Cincinnati adds another chapter to her story. So, is Alex Eala the next Manny Pacquiao? Maybe that's not the right question. Because Alex doesn't need to become Manny Pacquiao. Manny already has his legacy. Alex is now building her own. And if her incredible 2026 season has taught us anything, it's that this story is only getting started. From becoming the first Filipina to win a WTA singles title, to earning massive support from Filipino fans, to receiving congratulations from Manny Pacquiao himself. Alex Eala is no longer just a promising young tennis player. She's becoming a sporting symbol for a new generation. And Cincinnati could be the next major chapter. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Alex Eala can become the biggest Filipino tennis star in history? And do you think the Manny Pacquiao comparison is fair? Or is Alex already creating a completely different legacy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're following Alex Eala's journey, subscribe now, because Cincinnati is only the beginning. Alex Eala is here.